Welcome back to the CoinGraph Market Update. Things are heating up and XRP is making some exciting moves. It just broke out of its previous trend and we're going to break down exactly what triggered that shift. The crypto market feels different today. And no, it's not just the usual hype around joke coins like fart coin. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Right now the market is glowing green. Yes, really green. But before we dive in, send out some good energy by flashing me a quick smile and giving that like button a little love. You know the drill, those likes are climbing and so is XRP's price. Coincidence? Maybe, or maybe not. Wink wink. Now let's get into the charts. Check this out, most of the board is painted green. Sure, a few outliers like Pax Gold are in the red, but overall crypto is booming today. We're witnessing big moves across the board, something we haven't seen in quite some time. Assets are jumping 20%, 30% in just a single day. Ethereum shot up by 20%. XRP climbed nearly 8%. Bitcoin briefly surged to 104 before pulling back a bit, which makes sense in a market this volatile. With momentum like this, it's only natural to see liquidations hit both sides. Interestingly, Bitcoin's liquidations have mostly hit the short positions, while Ethereum's been a 50-50 split between longs and shorts. Other coins are experiencing some late-hour long liquidations, likely due to quick pullbacks. So if you're trading with leverage, tread carefully. Sure, leverage can supercharge your gains, but even a tiny drop can wipe you out if you're overexposed. Stay sharp out there. Now back to XRP. The breakout wasn't just random, it managed to smash through two major technical levels. First, it finally punched through its trend line. Second, it cleared the resistance around the 226 mark. That level had been tested before about 10 days ago. But this is the first time XRP has confidently broken above the trend line itself. This is shaping up to be a strong bullish sign for XRP. While its gains might not be as flashy as some other coins, it's important to remember XRP has been holding its ground really well. Take Pepe for instance, it spiked 34% today, but it's still sitting 61% below its recent peak. In contrast, XRP is only down about 32% from its high. So while Pepe is bouncing hard after falling steeply, XRP has been much more stable. To put it another way, Pepe had already jumped roughly 90% before today's surge, so the math on its total recovery isn't exact, but it was clearly hit harder. Meanwhile, both Bitcoin and XRP have held up relatively well through the volatility, and are now climbing again, though not as aggressively as Ethereum. ETH got slammed earlier, down 55%, but has now narrowed that to around 47%. What's going to be fascinating is watching how the market reacts over the next few days as we head toward what many call Freaky Friday. Will this recent spike bring back the folks who've tuned out of the crypto scene lately? It's possible. Typically it takes a solid week or two of consistent gains for the buzz to build and people to start paying attention again. Maybe they'll hear about it from a buddy, catch it on the news, or stumble across a viral TikTok. That's usually when you see the real wave of retail investors pile back in, and often that's right near the peak of a short-term rally. But let's keep it real, these rallies always come with dips. Even if this recent move is the catalyst, expect a few pullbacks along the way. So stay smart, stay cautious, and don't let the excitement blind you to risk. Now before we jump into the SEC headlines, here's a quick side note. According to Bloomberg, former President Trump is proposing to raise the top income tax rate to 39.6% for anyone earning over $2.5 million. Right now the highest bracket is 37%. So hey, if you ever find yourself in that tax range, congrats, you made it. Look, we all want to pay less in taxes, who doesn't? But if you're in that high income bracket, first off, congrats. Sure, nobody's thrilled about handing over more money to the government, but hey, it comes with the territory. That said, I get the frustration. When taxes go up, especially on the wealthy, it's not uncommon for people to start exploring options, maybe even relocating. Places like Dubai offer zero income tax, while Europe tends to have some of the highest rates globally. So yeah, it's a tricky subject that definitely stirs debate in the crypto world. Speaking of crypto mines, Raoul Pal, who we mentioned in a previous video, put out a tweet with his usual flavor. He said we're entering banana phase 2, yes really, which he believes could run until August. He did add that there would likely be quick and sharp dips along the way. His advice: enjoy the fruit, but responsibly. This next stretch in the market is going to be wild to watch. We're seeing huge candles and big momentum, and short positions are getting squeezed. But here's the flip side. Some traders might be getting a little too hyped. Overconfidence can lead to heavy leverage, and when that happens, even a small drop can wipe out positions fast. We've seen billion-dollar liquidations happen in a single day because of this. So if you're thinking about playing with leverage, take this as your caution flag. Our partner BTCC does offer a way to trade with leverage, and if you use the link I've included, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus on anything over $500, plus a possible $10,000 in extra bonuses per user. But please only do this if you fully understand what you're doing. Leverage can help you win big, but it can also clean out your wallet in seconds if you don't use take profits or stop losses. I'll be real with you. I've been through it too. I've had big wins, sure, but I've also been stopped out and liquidated. Even today, I was way up earlier, and now, not so much. That's how fast things can swing. And while BTCC has been in the game for 13 years and built a solid name, don't take anything for granted. We've seen trustworthy-looking exchanges disappear overnight, freeze funds or play shady games. So please read the fine print, know exactly what you're signing up for, and hey, if you do choose to use my link, I'll earn a small commission. I appreciate your support. Major headline today, straight out of the SEC. They've officially announced a settlement with Ripple, along with Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsson. According to the agreement, Ripple will pay $50 million of the originally proposed $125 million penalty, and the rest will be returned. As part of the deal, both sides have agreed to drop their appeals, but only if the court decides to lift the existing injunction against Ripple. So from the SEC's side, they're calling it a wrap, but there's still a small technical hurdle left. The court must formally lift that injunction. We're about 99.9999% done with this case, but that tiny sliver of uncertainty is likely why we didn't see XRP explode in price. That final court step could take a week, maybe two. It all depends on how fast the legal process moves. But again, from the SEC's perspective, the case is done and dusted. Unless the court throws a curveball, which seems unlikely, XRP investors are already treating this as a win. It's a major moment for the XRP community. In other exciting news, SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce shared that the agency is exploring the idea of a conditional exemption to allow trading of tokenized securities on blockchain platforms. So even if something's labeled a security, it might still get a green light for trade